Okay, this is drill 3. We're doing the failed arm trap and roll. We're shrimping from the top, getting out of the top mount, or his top mount, and putting it into our guard. Okay, so shrimp from the top mount into the guard. And then from there, the second portion you gotta remember is the sweep from the guard. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is set it up the same way in that particular arm trap and roll sense. He puts his hands there. I'm gonna go ahead and set it up. We talked about the first drill. Elbow inside, hands are trapping the arms, one at Cook hand grip here, one at the wrist. I'm gonna go trap that same side of the leg where he pushes it outwards into that post. So I can't trap that leg anymore. Takes away the advantage of me doing an arm trap and roll, but changes things. I go into drill 2. What I do is turn to my shoulder and place my elbow right there to trap that knee. As I do that, simultaneously, I bring my knee through the opposite, under his knee. As I turn back to my back, I bring that leg out. So as I come to my back there and turn to the opposite direction here, I bring that leg over to trap that leg. Right. As I turn to that side, same fashion, I bring my knee through on the opposite side while I continue to control his arms. Come through here and turn again to my back and bring my leg out into the closed guard position. Bringing them in nice and tight. I have to sit up and grab them, so be it, so I won't get punched. It's a fine thing to happen. So from there, controlling the body still in a sense, I'm gonna set it up for what we call the sweep. The sweep itself, I'm gonna create space between me and my opponent because if I try to sweep him in this particular sense, his body's in the way. So what I'm gonna do is open my guard, keep my knees nice and tight against the body, and drop them down to the ground. Right? Slide my body weight forward or upwards to create that space between my thigh and his. From there, I'm gonna turn, doing one shrimp on over, chop blocking now his knee here, and bringing my leg through my instep on his belt line, knee on the opposite side here, foot onto his hip. Okay. That's it. That's a simple setup for the actual lower portion of the thigh. Still got his hands here, trapped here. If he posts his hand out here, that changes things. I gotta move the hand out of the way. You'll see that in a moment. I got his hands here, just explain the idea of the sweep. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this leg back in a scissors-like fashion backwards as I bring this leg upward at a 45, pushing his body weight in this direction, put all his weight on this knee, okay? So pushing the knee at the same time, pushing all the weight onto that same side knee, in a scissor faction, sweeping the leg and the body over, in that very sense, to bring him to his back. I find myself in the top mount position. He finds himself in a defensive mode once again, heads off the ground, elbows on the knee inside, protecting his face. Okay. So, going backwards a little bit, let's talk about that sweep of the arm. You posted that arm out there and out of the way there, trying to catch that arm as I set up for that sweep. If that arm's in the way, I won't be able to sweep it. So I gotta move that arm out of the way. And when we do that, is I sweep underneath his wrist and bring his hand upward. As I arch my back, using my core muscles, I kind of look upward in that direction in which I want him to go, which is over his side, or the opposite direction, to sweep the arm out of the way. So the mechanics goes upwards, moves the arm out of the way, I arch my back, and I find myself clearing his arm and putting him on his back once again in that sweeping fashion. This is drill 3, to escape the top mount, strip to the guard, and there from the guard, the actual scissor sweep.